Now, Rio de Janeiro will host the 2016 Olympics after winning a landslide victory over Madrid in the final round of voting amongst IOC members last week. As we heard a few days ago here on BON News, Rio was the favourite among Chinese web users in a poll taken prior to the vote. The results have prompted a lot of online discussion here in China, and our researcher Kevin Jia has been following this from the newsroom. Kevin, what's the consensus view on Rio's win?
Well, most internet users are congratulating Brazil and hoping they give the world a very successful Olympic Games. One commentator says Brazil has a lot of global influence, even more so than China. He says that Brazil is very strong in soccer, basketball, volleyball, and of course samba dancing. He adds that China should learn from Brazil in these areas. Some also mention that it's great that this is the first time that the IOC has chosen a South American country.
And Kevin, what about those who are not so happy with the choice of what's already been called the Samba Olympics?
Well, some people wanted Tokyo to win just because they wouldn't have to watch the games at night. Others supported Spain because of Juan Antonio Samaranch, the former president of the IOC. Another wanted Madrid as well, but considered that after London in 2012, it wouldn't make sense to hold two consecutive Olympic Games on the same continent.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mark, 2001, it doesn't seem that long ago, but here in China, the excitement on that day when the games were actually awarded to China. This time now they can sit back here in China a bit more objectively, rationally, and sort of look at this as neutral observers.
Yeah, that's right. We heard that from Kevin. A lot of support for Juan Antonio Samaranch, the former president of the IOC, of course. Not necessarily popular all over the globe, but a hero here in China because he was seen as being instrumental in bringing the games to China, and that's carried through. Obviously, people supporting Madrid purely because of that fact.
Yeah.
Obviously,
although Samaranch is from Barcelona.
That's right. There's a bit of a rivalry, of course, China and Japan historically, but people, practical reasons winning out as they often do. People think, well, it's more convenient for me to watch in the same or roughly the same time zone. Mm-hmm. Obviously, having to get up early, stay up late. When it's across the other side of the globe. And so there was some support for Tokyo.
But perhaps not the best reason for voting for a city, because you don't want to get up in the middle of the night. I mean, World Cup, gymnastics events, when we have any of the world events, somebody's got to get up early in the morning.
That's right. Not the best reason for the IOC members to be voting, but certainly a good enough reason for Chinese people here.
Possibly a good reason. Interesting that they didn't mention Chicago in the answers there.
That's right. Chicago and Rio were supposed co-favourites ahead of the bid. And the other reason that people were talking about, the strength of team sports in Brazil. Someone saying that China can really learn from Brazil in that, and it's something that really winds up Chinese sports fans. The lack of ability that they have in team sports, particularly soccer, basketball, slightly better, but still not up there in the medal stages. Whereas, of course, topping the medals at the Beijing Games, but not in the team sports.